I gotta do this quick because my wife is making cookies. My alarm went off and erased the video. I was almost done. So today I'm sharing how I lost 100 pounds, the thinking and the actions that I took to get there, and how I'm going to apply that to my mind, to the skills I want to learn, so I can have the same outcome, but it's for the dreams that I'm pursuing right now. So here's the framework. At the top, you've got experiment, which breaks down into restriction and minimal work. Restriction breaks down into lose fat and gain functionality. Minimal work breaks down into also gain functionality and then build aesthetics. In the simplest terms, all I did was do, review, change, repeat in order until I achieved my goal. And that's what I'm going to also do for my mind. What that looked like for me with losing weight was I was 100 pounds overweight and I wanted to lose it fast. So I just started running. So that was me doing. And it hurt. And I realized I couldn't keep up with it. That was me reviewing, just feeling pain. And then I changed. I only focused on getting a certain amount of steps in and slowly increasing that and slowly working in little sprints here or there. I've been just on that loop of do, review, change, do, review, change, to the point I'm loving running now and I want to run a marathon sometime really soon. So I transformed by two main methods, caloric restriction and minimal effort workouts. So we're going to break those down. First up, we've got caloric restriction. So I tried fasting, different diets, making healthy versions of my favorite meals or junk food, and cutting out obvious stuff like fast food, sweets, soda, etc. Once I would try something, I'd review how I felt and decided whether or not to keep up with it. Some things stuck and some things didn't. The key was consistently doing healthier things and monitoring myself to see what I could stick with for a long time. So yeah, basically what stayed out of like those things I tried? Well, fasting definitely stayed. I think it's been the greatest experiment and had the biggest change on my life. I've never felt so focused throughout the day. And it's also helped me with my sleep. So basically, it changes a little bit here or there. I want it to be as tight as possible, but basically I'm working on a 6-hour window where I'm allowed to eat. I wake up in the morning, whenever that is, it's usually around 7, and I'm not allowed to eat till 10. At 10, I can start eating, and I have to stop eating by around 4 or 5. Stopping eating around 4 or 5 makes it so that all the food I've eaten throughout the day is digested by the time I'm going to sleep, and I'm not burning those calories and it's not keeping me up. I'd usually eat later before, and that I didn't realize it then, but really that was a huge thing that just wreaked havoc on my sleep. It was really hard at first, but now it's super easy. I tried a lot of different diets like hardcore keto, fruitarian, vegetarian, carnivore, and what I've kind of landed on is like a baby version, half-hearted keto. So I focus on protein and fats a lot, try and minimize carbs as much as possible. Most healthy versions of junk food or my favorite meals kind of suck, so a lot of those haven't stuck around, but I found new healthy meals and ways of preparing things that I had never tried before, but I like now, and that's kind of just what's taken the place. Yeah, cutting out all the obvious stuff really helped with just brain fog and a bunch of stuff. So I keep that out of my diet. Of course, I do have a cheat day. So 6 days out of 7, I'm not eating a lot of processed foods or fast food or anything like that. But every now and again, I do. Let's break out minimal effort workouts now. I tried weightlifting, cardio, calisthenics, and the One Punch Man workout. Once I would try something, I'd review how I felt and decided whether or not to keep up with it. Most things I tried stuck this time. The key was consistently doing harder things and monitoring myself, and doing a base amount of steps, stretching, body weight stuff daily. So when I say minimal workout, the way it works, I have a baseline workout that I'm doing daily, and as long as I hit that goal, I know if I do that for a long time, I will see results if I'm slowly increasing it like before. Do, review, change, do, review, change. So that's my baseline. But my baseline is high enough so that I'm going to see results, but low enough so that I can experiment. So I have my baseline. I'm going to get these amount of reps or these amount of steps in. And once I get that in, if I'm feeling up to it, I'm going to try some new crazy workout or some new crazy routine, some kind of like ability I've always wanted to try and learn. There's still days where I can have a lot of fun and push myself and to the absolute limits, but every day I'll always get that minimal amount in so that I'm going to reach the goal eventually with enough time. So what stayed from the things I tried? Well, basically everything. Weightlifting very much stayed. Cardio was the hardest thing for me to do, but it's the thing I kind of wanted to do the most. I've always wanted to run a marathon, and at this point, I feel like I might be able to do that sometime soon. I'm loving it and not getting as gassed out as I used to, so it's a lot of fun now. Calisthenics is kind of the next level that I'm working on now. It was very hard to do calisthenics. A lot of it is just basically body weight, and that was very hard when I didn't have much muscle built up and I had so much extra weight. I'm finally at a point, weight loss wise and muscle building wise, where I can do a lot of body weight stuff, so that's kind of my next phase that I'm on right now. For the One Punch Man workout, I shaved my head recently, but I haven't lost any hair yet, so I'll keep you posted on that. I realized how insanely powerful this connection is on September 28th, 2023 at 4:45 p.m. while running. I noticed I was able to keep a full sprint pace for 2 minutes. Early in my fat loss journey, I couldn't sprint for more than 30 seconds before needing to stop. Then it hit me. Trying to pursue my dreams was a new thing for me. I hadn't worked those muscles before. I had been beating myself up for not being consistent, overthinking myself out of things, getting overwhelmed by all the advice and wisdom out there from my heroes. But I've just started pursuing my dreams. Before now, I've been overeating information, not taking enough action, and atrophying my mental muscles over and over again. So essentially, it looks like this. I would overconsume information, but I called it learning, or I thought I was learning. Then I would dream and I would come up with ideas. I would dip my toe into doing something. I would try something out with that dream. It wouldn't work right away. I'd get overwhelmed or I'd overthink it, and then I'd go back to learning because that would solve all my problems. And the cycle would repeat. Quick backstory before we go into how I'm going to apply this to my mind and my overthinking. I've been unemployed for a while since I crashed and burned out of my last 2 jobs, despite them being great places to work due to my own anxiety and lack of direction. In my time unemployed, I've gotten into everything I'm into now: health and fitness, spirituality, writing, business, and entrepreneurship. And I've had some major breakthroughs in my self-image, direction in life, and body. But now it is time to work on my mind. Backstory's over. So, here's the plan. I'm going to restrict my information diet and increase the quality of the information by purchasing specific courses. That takes money, so I'm going to get a job. I will also do a base amount of daily work on the skills I want. Restriction and minimal effort. Let's go over information restriction. So I have here 2 hours of reading a day, no YouTube for personal use, 1 hour max of YouTube allowed for product development and research. Can use Twitter only after minimal work and 1 hour of extra work is done. We'll talk about that later. Can only read emails after minimal work and extra work is done. If we're looking at this like my caloric intake, the 2 hours of reading a day is just like some protein and some vegetables, something to keep me alive every single day. I've tried a bunch of times to just go cold turkey and consume no information and go all work, but I've realized it's a lot like fasting. I have gone a few days before without consuming any piece of information and just fully focusing on work, but it's really hard and I want to learn more. So I'm treating it like I treated food. Books are my vegetables and protein that I just have to get in to stay alive and to keep growing. Anything else is going to be heavily monitored or have stipulations. All right, moving on to minimal effort skill workouts. I'll be posting daily to develop the social media skills and a portfolio of work. 10 tweets, 50 engagements, 10 repurposes to threads, 10 repurposes to Instagram, 1 thread, 1 blog, the expanded thread on my main site, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, 1 vlog, which is the expanded tweet, but then I talk about it even more, so even more expanded, and 1 shorts vlog. Extra work. Develop free custom journal service, more free products, create posts on my old social media asking to follow my new ones, rebrand everything to my name, and about overthinking rather than hiding behind cute little business names or whatever. Basically, this is just a checklist for me that I'm letting you see, but I will talk more about the journal service I'm working on, and you can go to my website to view all the free products that I'll keep releasing. Once I start getting paid from a job, I am going to add time for taking courses, maintain momentum built. So I'm going to get in my routine of posting all of those things every single day, get them really down pat, and by the time I do land a job, I'll be able to kind of do that in my sleep, keep up that momentum, and then I'll be able to start taking the courses I want to take with the money I make from the job. All right, here's the before and after picture to show that I'm not just bullshitting you. And that's my framework. If you have any questions, let me know, and please try it out and let me know if it helps you. Here's to a video every single day after that. Okay, bye.